Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nugget SMP. That's Ozone, and today we've got some big plans. But you know what? I'm not dressed for the occasion properly. So let me fix that right now. There we go. Doesn't that look better? It's a spacesuit. Yep, we're going to the moon. This pack includes Ad Astra, which lets you go to the moon and I think even Mars eventually. So yeah, today that's the plan. Now the server as a whole has decided that we're going to build up some bases on the moon. And while several people have been there so far, but not me, so that's the goal for today. We got to get to the moon. Now, fortunately, all of the work that I've been doing here in modern industrialization leads into this really well. All of the Ad Astra crafting stuff, at least for a level 1 rocket, requires steel, which I have plenty of thanks to my build-up here with industrial engineering. And on that front, I have grown it quite a bit. All of these gray machines here are electrical machines, meaning we're no longer in the steam age, but in the electric age. These two up here convert the steam energy into electric energy, and they power all of these other machines, including this one back here, which is really important, the electronic blast furnace. Now, honestly, I'm getting a little sick and tired of modern industrialization. This pack falls victim to the very same problems that I see in so many other packs, and namely, it's that you have to have all of these specialized materials. This is my gigantic wall of materials back here. Not only do you have the basic ores that you can get in the world like tin, copper, gold, etc., but you've got these alloys like bronze and steel, Invar, copper nickel, aluminum, electrum, silicone, and many others. And this is just going to be the beginning of the process. Organizing all of these things is a pain, and I'm doing my best by putting all of the refined components up here in a barrel above the individual things. So all the copper nickel stuff goes up here above copper nickel. Invar goes up here above the Invar ingots. But it's still a very manual process. And yeah, the whole thing is pretty slow because you have to keep crafting the same basic things over and over and over again. But enough about modern industrialization. This is about Ad Astra. Now to get started, we need one of these NASA workbenches. It's not actually that complicated to make. Just a block of steel is probably your most difficult thing to make. And of course, I've made that ahead of time. We put that down and that looks super cool. I love the look of this block. Oh, there's a lot of rocket components that we need here, and I don't honestly know what these things are. This interface doesn't give me a very good idea of what piece goes in what slot. And I guess, oh, hey, there we go. So we need a nose cone, some calorite. I have no idea what that is. Some tanks, some fins, an engine. Okay, yeah, this seems fine. And there are different levels that use different materials. And a lot of these higher level materials, I believe, can only be found on the moon. So we've got to use one of these basic rockets to get to the moon first. Fortunately, we have the Astroducts guidebook, which tells us all the things that we need to do in order to get to the moon. We got to build the rocket, we got to get some fuel, and have some oxygen with us. But I don't know what those are yet, so I'm going to walk through the book, and I'll come back when I got a better idea of what we need to do. Oh, I was really worried I hadn't found any calorite yet, but this particular recipe only uses steel, so this is the Tier 1 rocket. All right, I think we can do that. And honestly, all those ingredients are pretty straightforward. Just some steel plates and some other stuff in order to make the things that we need, like these tanks. So, all right, let's get to building and craft up this rocket. Well, there we go. That was pretty darn easy. All of this was pretty easy to craft, and we have ourselves now a rocket. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my word. That is absolutely amazing. Now, obviously, we can't launch it in here, and we need to make a launch pad, but oh my word, that is so good. All right, well, let's get that launch pad, and then we got to worry about getting some fuel. Now, the basic gist of fuel comes from this fuel refinery. We need oil, and honestly, I haven't collected any oil, so yeah, I'll have to get some oil and start this refinery process. But I don't really know. Does this machine take electricity? Does it take FE? Do I need to make power? It doesn't really say. I have got just one bucket of oil. So I guess let's put it in there and see what we get. And I don't know what we need on this side. To the book. Okay, it does say power it, but I don't know how to power it. Aha! It looks like the medium voltage energy that I'm already generating can be used to run the refinery. Let's put the oil in there, and there we go. We're getting a little bit of fuel. I need a lot more oil, though, because they say that you need 6 buckets of fuel. 3 to get there and 3 to get back. Because, yeah, we want to get home. I want to get home. Don't you? Aha! There be oil. So it's time to see what we can collect. They do say that oil is non-renewable, but one of the things that I can make through modern industrialization is an oil drill. So I'm not too worried about it. I just need to get enough to get to space and then go ahead and get that thing built. But while I'm here, you know, I guess I might as well collect a bunch. There does seem to be a bunch right here in this spot. And it's interesting, some of them are even underwater like this. I'm not sure how you get to them. There we go. I guess I picked up a whole bunch of water at the same time. You got to swim right into the block in order to get the oil. Now, additionally, it looks like we need some way to get oxygen, and that's where this second machine comes in, the oxygen loader. So it looks like once we power it, we can put in some water and get a little bit of oxygen out from it. And now, the interesting thing is I have a whole bunch of oxygen in these tanks already here from my chemical separator here, my electrolyzer, sorry. So I don't really know how to get the oxygen out of here and put it into tanks. Maybe it can't. I don't really know. This is super easy over here. Just putting some water in and letting it make some oxygen over here. Although, yeah, it takes a lot of water to make a little bit of oxygen. Wow, look at that. I can just use the bucket right on the tank and I get a bucket full of oxygen. This is so much easier. Now, how do I put the oxygen into the spacesuit itself? That, it doesn't say. Does the oxygen loader actually do something with that? Can we put the spacesuit in there? Yes, we can. Okay. So can we put the oxygen in this machine? No, we can't. I'm not sure how we get the oxygen into this machine. I've got it in buckets, and I need to put it in my spacesuit. But it looks like the only thing that will work is this machine right here from the oxygen we've already made. So, well, that's a bummer. I got plenty of oxygen in these buckets. I just can't get it into the spacesuit. Aha! Looks like that steel tank doesn't really do it. Oh, darn it. It's starting to go in there. The pipe is filled with it, but it's actually not being taken into the machine. Mod packs. Lack of mod interoperability. You know what I mean? It's a pain, right? Right. Aha! Ha ha ha! So, one of these granny sinks from Coxina Utilities, which is an infinite source of water, with a regular fluid pipe from modern industrialization going into this thing, does keep it completely full of water. And so it just sits here and makes all the oxygen we need. I couldn't get the oxygen that I'd already made into the suit or into this machine somehow, but this will work just as well because it works pretty fast. Nice and easy. Much better than ferrying buckets back and forth by hand. And there we go. I think we're all ready. I got a whole bunch of fuel. I got a few extra tanks of oxygen, a few buckets of oxygen, my rocket, and the launch pads. Now, just for explanation's sake, these oxygen buckets are specific to Ad Astra. And so even though I've got a whole bunch of oxygen in these tanks over here, and I can get a bucket of oxygen by using that, this oxygen bucket is from modern industrialization. And therefore, the two don't mix. So it took me a little bit to figure that out, but there we go. I still don't know what I'm doing with all this oxygen. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually. Now we just need to find a place to put the rocket so that we can launch it. Now I'm reading up before we go do the launch, and it says we should bring soul torches or glowstone. And I have to wonder why. Why does it have to be soul torches or glowstone? And then it kind of dawns on me. I bet torches don't work on the moon because there's no air on the moon. Somehow soul torches do. But I've got my little trinket here that makes light, so I think that's about all I'm going to need. But that is an interesting requirement that is easily overlooked. And so it seems like this old waystone here that we used when we first found my tower here is the right place to put the rocket. I have laid out a nice little platform here, so let's get her set up. This is silly. This is the landing pad that I'm holding. Oh, man. It's huge. It's huge. All right, let's just put it down right there. All right, and the rocket. Yep, that looks pretty silly too. We'll set her down. Now I think I can, okay, so I went right click to get in. I think I can shift click and there is all of my supplies. So let's put the launch pad in. I think we just right click, nope. Okay, so I think we just shift right click. Nope, here we go. Okay, so that puts some fuel in. We need 3 buckets of fuel to get there. And we've got 3 buckets in its inventory, actually 4 buckets, which is all fine and dandy. A little bit extra isn't going to hurt. And I think we're all set to go. My oxygen tanks are full up. So I think this is it. It's not a very glamorous landing site, but yeah, we just click to get in and hit space. Okay, I'm holding down space and we are launching. Let's hope I don't die. Blast off! Bye, world! We're coming to the moon soon. Okay, I let go of space. We're still okay. Oh, look, there's a little progress meter on the side. It shows you our elevation. Haha, nice. Wow, we are really high. 400 blocks, 500 blocks now. Okay, well, oh, and now we got this thing to the solar system. Interesting. Oh, I guess we can go to all kinds of different places, and I guess, catalog Earth. I don't really want to go back to the Earth, but I don't know how I select to go to the moon. And then, okay, so I guess we go to the moon. We can orbit the moon, or we can go to a space station, but we don't have all of the dash. Dash is a new material that we can only get from the moon. So we got to go there first. And I don't really know why we want to orbit, so I guess let's just select moon. Hold space. I don't know what I'm doing. My Y coordinates are going down very quickly. Holding, what? I don't know what I'm doing. Warning. Warning what? Okay. I can see my graph on the side. And we're landing. We're going down slowly. We're going down probably a little too fast, which is what the warning is all about. And I'm trying to judge. Oh, wow, there's a structure maybe somebody's already built. I don't really know. Okay. Well, it looks like every time I hit space, it slows us down, so touchdown. It seems like we made it safely, and my rocket has an emergency lander thingy. I don't know what that is, but okay, go see what this structure is. Now, I do know some people have already been to the moon. Okay, no, this is a villager structure, it seems. Huh. And there's little alien villagers. Oh, wow. Okay, we got a weaponsmith that sells regular iron stuff, and they sell soul torches and stone axe. Weird. Okay, what do we got here? Desh plating. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Well, there's a whole lot of nothing here. Guess go on up to the next level. Ooh, loot chest. Diamonds and Desh. We got some Desh ingots already. Nice. Now, what is there to do with these guys, and what else is there to do here? I think my work area could definitely benefit from those things. Okay, and we got this Desh plating. Can we do anything with this Desh plating? All right, this super jump is going to be really weird, Can we do anything with dash plating? No, it looks like it is primarily just a building block. Now, where did my rocket go? There's my rocket. And there was another, like, little city right here next to where my rocket landed. I'm going to pop open a map and see... Oh, corrupted librarian, corrupted lunarian. That's interesting. And there's something down there. So what do we got down there? Oh. Oh. Ah! Apparently, he is evil. He is mean. So that's what corrupted guys do, huh? Okay. Well, this area looks really cool. I like these glowing iron pillars. They look really cool. How do I make one of those? Glowstone, iron plate, easy peasy. And there's more stuff down below. I don't know how we get to down below. So I guess we'll just poke a hole and drop on in. Okay, so we have some regular lunarians. Okay, so these are regular villagers, not the corrupted villagers, huh? Oh, so they get in through the tower there. Okay. Well, I guess I better put that the block back so the corrupted guys don't get in and kill them. If I can figure out where I did that at. There we go. Okay, well, we need to go mining and find some of that dash. Okay, now if I recall, so right now I want to get my rocket set up to be able to go home. And I think, if I recall, it said you're supposed to punch it. So let's put a landing pad back down. Let's put a rocket back down. Let's put some fuel back in there. Okay, so the rocket is all ready to go. We've used up 50% of our oxygen. So now let's go mining and try to find some of that dash. Oh, well, sorry guys. I just right on into your little room here. That doesn't do me much good at all. Okay, let's figure out how to put some oxygen into my spacesuit. No. I don't think I can take off my spacesuit. Oh, there we go. That did it. Okay. Let's just keep digging down, trying to find some dash. Well, alright, I will come back when I found some dash, I guess, because I don't know what I'm doing, or where to find it. Oh, we got some moon ice shard ore. I'll get it. That's the only thing that I've found so far. I'm down here in some caves, and yeah, they just keep on going down deeper. I'm guessing, though, we just got to go deeper to get dash. Aha! Here we go. That's what it looks like. A little bit of dash. That's not very much. I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more than just that, though. But it seems to be pretty darn rare. And I am very quickly getting very lost in these caves. On the plus side, it seems like it's not very dangerous here in the moon caves. I've only got to worry about running out of oxygen, it seems. I've yet to find any enemies here, inside the caves anyway. Up on the surface, there's those corrupted guys, but down in the caves, so far it seems to be pretty easy. Well, as you can see, I've done a little bit of mining down here at the bottom of the moon. It's nice to have some lava because that gives us some light. And this pexel that I've got is really nice because it never breaks. It doesn't take any durability damage, so I can just keep on going. Plus the Ultimine that we have here is configurable. And so I've got it set up for a 3x3 tunnel, which just keeps on mining. So basically I'm kind of strip mining to get this dash. And yeah, it's pretty rare. It's pretty uncommon. I've gotten a mere 53 pieces and all the space that I've dug out here. And yeah, I've got these corrupted guys. These are essentially zombies. So they're pretty easy to kill. I guess it's about the rarity of diamonds, I would say. I don't really know, but I don't think 53 is quite enough. So I'm going to keep on digging and we'll see how much I can come back with. I've got a couple more air tanks. Well, I think I'm done right now. It's time to head back up to my waypoint and get back to my ship. The mining expedition was pretty successful. I've gotten 2 full stacks of moon dash ore and 21 and some ingots from the village area that I found. So I think that should be enough to make a stage 2 rocket, but we'll have to find out. Maybe I'll come back if I need to. But for right now, oxygen's getting kind of low, so I think it's time to head on back. I'm free. I'm free from the mines. I do think that I will go ahead and put a waystone here at this villager area, just in case I want to come back at some point, and maybe they will work. I think waystones work. But yeah, why not? Let's go. Now, because I've got a waystone here, I probably don't really need to take the rocket back, but I'm going to take the rocket back because that sounds fun anyway. All right, so we just right-click to get on in, and actually, let me double-check my inventory here. Yeah, we got a full fuel tank, so let's pop on in and go home. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Honestly, this is a pretty cool scene. This is pretty cool graphics. I got to admit, this is a lot of fun. Ah, we're flying. We're flying. Now we just got to land. All right, so let's go back to Earth. And we're falling fast. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to control my descent a whole lot more quickly. The low gravity of the moon, yeah, that takes some getting used to. Oh, here we come. Getting closer. I hope I'm next to my tower. Oh yeah, there's my tower. We're going straight back to the same landing pad, I'm guessing. Oh, well, nope, we landed on a tree. And there's my landing pad over there. All right. Well, there's all the stuff, and of course my inventory's full. Of course my inventory's full. Dang it. Well, I don't know about you, but I thought that was a really fun and successful trip. Yeah, 2 full stacks of the moon dash ore and almost a stack of ingots itself. Now, one of the nice things about already going down the modern industrialization path is that these macerators back here, these crushers, if you will, that are part of the pack, are actually the most efficient ways to process the dash ore. You get 3 raw dash for every single dash ore, where create will only give you 2 and some of the others will only give you 1. So 6 stacks of ingots should be plenty. So in between episodes, I'm going to be sitting here processing up this dash and building up a tier 2 rocket. Maybe next time we can head to Mars. But in the meantime, I think that's enough adventure for one day. Remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.